Good morning, my dear children. It's my pleasure to be with you again. And today we are going to start session 3 Introduction to Instant Messaging. Okay, before that, I would like to say one more thing. See, I will try to send the new syllabus text to your mail ID or to the OLASH. And if it is possible, better you take the printout of the material and just mark the important points in it for your easy handling. Okay, so anyway, I'm just showing you which are the important points you need to underline, and you have to do the homework or assignment also. Understand? So let us start our session 3. So instant messaging. What is instant messaging? See, we all are familiar with that technology. So instant message, in our daily life we use the instant messaging. Can you tell what is that? Yes, see, WhatsApp is the best example for instant messaging. What is WhatsApp? So, you all are familiar with that, and you know what you do with WhatsApp, isn't it? That is what instant messaging. So, you can explain on it again. So, when you send a message to a person, isn't it, a particular person or a group of person, they can see that instantly and they can respond to that messages also, isn't it? That is what instant message. So there are different applications are available or services are available in websites, so we can make use of these instant messaging services. So let us see what is that. So instant messaging is a form of communication over the internet that offers an instantaneous transmission of text based messages from sender to receiver. Okay, so those who are sending messages are called sender, and those who receive the message is called the receiver. Okay, so most instant messaging software include the option for performing file transfer. So file transfer means that you're always getting a PDF file or any kind of file, and you can open it in your mobile phone or the device, isn't it? Audio chat, so you can just give audio chat or video calling and conferencing, sharing desktop, etc., etc., apart from standard text chat. Okay, so you all are experiencing this kind of facilities in your WhatsApp also. So instant messaging software is widely used for personal and commercial use. In this session, you will be introduced to the concept of instant messaging, the steps to create an instant messaging account, and also work with instant messaging software. Okay. So unlike email, so what is an email? It's an electronic mail. We all are familiar with email. You all have an email account, isn't it? You know what you do in email. When you open your email account, you can see your inbox and what are the messages in your inbox, and you can compose the mail and you can send it to other person. So what you do there, so that you can do at any time, isn't it? If you connect it to net, it will go. Okay, your message, then only it will go from your system to the other system. Okay, in instant messaging happens in real time, and the response from participants can be spontaneous. That means even though you are offline, you can type your message in your mobile phone or is in your WhatsApp message system, and it will go when the system is connected to internet, isn't it? You know that. So that is what in means instant messaging. So even though you are offline, you can type the message and keep it there, isn't it? But email, if you are means you have any problem with the internet connectivity, that means if you send the message, it will not go. Then, okay, some instant messaging software allows the users to view messages received when they are not logged on. So that means if it is in a network, not internet, if it is a network, so some instant messages can be sent from one system to the other one, and even though if it is online, the others are able to receive the messages. So that kind of messaging is called offline messages. Okay, offline means not connected to internet. Okay. Now, for utilizing audio and video chat or conferencing, what are the other devices you need? You need to have a microphone to copy your voice, to record your voice, and headset to hear your voice, or speakers to hear the voice, and webcam, so that the users can talk or see each other, isn't it? So you can face that in your WhatsApp itself. There is a facility video call, isn't it? So you can make that. So you should have a camera in front of your device, and mic also is there already built in. All these are built in your device, so that you can do easily that video call. So what are the key features of an instant messaging? So this can become as a question. Key features of an instant messaging. So you can send text messages, can be sent to one or more person, isn't it? You can send to a group also, similar to SMS. Okay, then what is SMS full form? It is short message system, isn't it? Then audio calling and conferencing, you can do audio call and conference. Then video call and conferencing. File transfers, what is a file transfer? Can be a text file, it can be a document, it can be a spreadsheet, audio file or video files. You can, there is not limitation to the documents, text files, but for audio and video, that you cannot send a large size of video through WhatsApp, isn't it? There is a limitation. So 16 MB is for WhatsApp. Then message history. So you can save messages for future reference also. If you want to check the messages, previous messages, it's also possible. If it not deleted, you can just retrieve it. Now, next topic is instant message account. See, how can you create instant message account? See, already we know that if we have a software or application downloaded in our system, we can make use of that. That is what we do with Skype or means WhatsApp, isn't it? And if it is not an application software, then also you can just make use of the web services. Okay, that means going through the web, means any browser pages, you can websites, you can make use of that. So what is instant message account? Participants messaging to each other need to be signed into the same instant messaging software. See, if we want to send a WhatsApp message, we should have a WhatsApp application, and the person who received the message also should have the WhatsApp, isn't it? That already you know that. Otherwise, the other person will not be able to, or we cannot connect to the person also. To use instant messaging software, a user must have a valid instant messaging account. So it can become as a fill in the blanks question. So to use instant messaging software, a user must have a dash, that is a valid instant messaging account. So instant messaging account differ in formats. Some instant messaging software such as Yahoo Messenger, Windows Live Messenger use email address. See, if we have an email account, for example, if you have a Gmail account, you can just make use of the Gmail facility, Gmail instant message facility. For this IM facility, and software such as Skype use standard name. So if you use a Skype facility, it should have a standard name. Now next topic is instant messaging services. So what are the different types of services? As I told you, it can be application based or web based. Application based means you must have an application installed in your system, in your device. And web based means if you directly search the web pages, or when you open the website, you can directly make use of that. Okay, what is the difference between these two? There are two kinds of instant messaging software, application based and web based. Okay, so first we can see what is an application based instant messaging system. So application based instant messaging software is downloaded and installed on user's computer or device. Okay, any device. Some of the most popular instant messaging softwares are Google Talk, you can install in your mobile, Yahoo Messenger, Skype, Windows Live Messenger, Rediff, etc. See, the most familiar one is not given here. You can add WhatsApp also, WHAT WhatsApp. Okay, so they all are application based instant messaging services. Now, what is web based instant messaging service? Web based instant messaging software is accessed using browsers such as Internet Explorer, any browser, Mozilla Firefox, Google Chrome, etc. Some of the popular web based instant messaging softwares are Meebo. Okay, Meebo, you can write the examples if they ask. Yahoo Messenger, MSN Messenger, IMO, Google Talk, etc. etc. Or Hangouts, even Hangouts, you are may be familiar with Hangouts. What is Hangout? It's a instant messaging facility in Google account, isn't it? So creating an instant messaging account. How can you create an instant messaging account? See here, you already know that if you have a WhatsApp that is as an application downloaded in your device, isn't it? You can able to contact with the other person. So that is through means a number. WhatsApp number should be there, isn't it? So or if you are login into your Google account, Gmail account, that Gmail is means enough to do the instant messaging. So here, how to create instant messaging account. In this exercise, you will learn to create an instant messaging account for using Google Talk. Okay, before explaining this, I will show you how can you do that Google Talk instant messaging system. And instead of Google Talk, now we have in our latest email account. See, if you open your email, I already have a Gmail account, and I am just logging into the Gmail. Okay. Again, log in into your Gmail and you give your password. Okay, then when you open your Gmail, okay, your mail account, you can see one option at the left side of your window. That means, see, already we have a hangout option. See, this is the icon for hangout option. Either by selecting here, see, if you are online, you will be getting a green color dot over here along with your profile picture. Okay, so you can just you do the hangout conversation by clicking here, or the better way, you can just open the application Google Apps. This means Google Apps, what are the applications associated with your mail account. Okay, so here you can click on that and you can click on hangout option. So this is Google Hangout, or better, so this is the option we are available with Google account instead of Google Talk. So here, so if you want to do a conversation, so this is your homepage of Google Hangout, and if you want to do a conversation or instant messaging, you can add a person. Okay, so I'm just giving typing the first letter. I'm getting almost all started with this one, and I'm selecting one person. Okay, so now if you want to invite that person, if you're doing it first time, you have to give you have to invite that person. So I'm just typing hi. Okay, send invite to that person. Okay, invite already has been sent. Or if you already started conversation with some other people at the same time, you will be able to communicate with many people. So already I accepted one request, and so that it is possible, invite already sent to that person. If that person send back the reply, then we can start chatting. Understand? So here I can, if I send some messages and if I press enter key, it will go to the person, and if that person sees that, we will get back the reply. So that is what actually this instant messaging. So it's very easy for you to make use of this instant messaging in your Google account. Okay, so just have a practical session if it is possible, and you just get familiar with this one. Okay, and if you want to close it, you closed. Okay, so that is what actually Hangout or Google similar to Google Talk. So now going back to your session. Okay, creating exercise, we learn to create a messaging Google Talk. So Google Talk, see about Google Talk, it's an instant messaging service that provides both text and voice communication, developed by Google Incorporation. Google Talk can also be used for making video calls and to view updates also from the Gmail mailbox. If you are a person opening always the Gmail account, it is better use Hangouts or something for chatting instantly. Okay, so otherwise, if you are using a mobile person, if you are using mobile, and you can just use WhatsApp facility also. So most of us are office people or business people are using their Gmails, okay, their mails account. So it is better for them to use the Hangout option in Gmail, in Google Mail. Okay, so Google Talk is free and is available as application based, free based, and need to download and install Google Talk application to their desktop, mobiles, laptops, etc. Wherever they want, they can install that separately. and it's web based also. Okay, we use it web based now. Okay, then Google Talk through a browser after signing into their Gmail account. You have to sign into your Gmail account, then it is means it will be able to talk with that. It's a free service. Before you start a Google Talk, a Gmail account is required. So you must have a Gmail account. So that all of you have a Gmail account. You all can try that. You have learned how to create a Gmail account earlier. Okay, so last year I asked you to create a Gmail account. Now all of you have Gmail account, isn't it? So just remember your Gmail means account login name and a password to log into that. So you need to download and install Google Talk application if you want it as an application in your device. So how to, if you are already launched or installed Google Talk, you can just open in Hangout also you can do in the similar way. Okay, so go click start programs Google Talk. So this is not necessary since we already have done Hangout. So signing into your Google Talk account, so you can just open your Google means Gmail like did here, and open that one. That is the better option. Anyway, we need to open the Gmail, isn't it? Otherwise you can download Hangout as an application and you can use it. Okay, use it for instant messaging service. Now, how can you chat with a contact in Google Talk? Okay, using Google Talk. So in this session you will learn to chat with a contact that is already added to your contact list. That's what I already showed you, isn't it? So we have certain email addresses in our see email addresses in our system, in our already Gmail. So all those will be contact will be means displayed here, and most of the Gmail accounts will be WhatsApp number. See, if it is linked with your WhatsApp, almost all that means accounts, login accounts will be, Gmail address will be available here, with which you doing the contacts. Okay, and you can select the person with which uh, with who you have to talk or do the messaging system. So that's very easy for you. Okay, that you can do yourself. Okay, practice it, and if you are means becoming a person of business or an office person, you might have used that. Okay, you may have to use it, so then you will learn it all. So you can all skip this portion because already you have to do it in practically if it is possible in your device. Okay, and just get familiarized with that. Okay, now next is, this is important. There are some general rules and etiquette to be followed while chatting. Okay, so this is means applicable for WhatsApp messaging also. They are almost the same as those that apply for emails also. So always, what is a message? It should be very short, isn't it? Short to the point. That is what a message, instant message. So first point, messages should be short and to the point. Understood? So whenever you do a message, it should be very clear to the person. Always introduce yourself by name if your screen name doesn't reflect it. Okay, so you have to introduce yourself by your name. Okay, if your screen name doesn't reflect it, that means regarding the WhatsApp, if your WhatsApp name is not given, so you have to introduce with your name first. Always ask if the other person has time to chat first. So you have to get the permission from the person, okay, if they have time to chat with you. Okay, otherwise if you are chatting simply hello, hi, hello, etc etc means many times, it is irritating for the other person. So regardless of how important you think what you have to say, it is not going to be well received if the recipient is busy. You face that. Okay, so in a business environment, know exactly what you want to discuss. Okay, there should be a particular point to discuss. So typing your messages in uppercase is extremely rude. So that is a new knowledge to all of us. Why we cannot type in uppercase, all the things in uppercase? It is considered shouting and very aggressive. Okay, so you remember that if you type all the things in capital letters, it is considered as shouting and very aggressive. Okay, now give people time to respond. So if you give us a message hi or hello, you have to wait for some time. So multiple questions sent to a recipient before they have had a chance to answer can seem more like an interrogation rather than a conversation. Okay, so don't do that. Whenever wherever possible, give the person you are communicating with your undivided attention. Okay, so it's not just a sign of respect, but if you have multiple conversation happening or are allowing other issues to distract you, you may miss an important point in the other person's message or lose the gist of the conversation. That means nowadays we are facing this as a problem. See, some official groups, some people are simply posting some unnecessary messages and they are missing the important messages, isn't it? Important means conversations. So that should not happen. So when you talk or send messages to a group, you should be aware of that, which type of group is that, okay, etc, etc. Now, next point is, it is important to properly end an IM. IM means instant messaging conversation. Okay, you have to end it properly. You may think the chat is over, but the other person may not. So when you say good night to your friend, okay, they also should say good night. Okay, if it is a complete talk, you have to end up like that. While you are off doing other things, they may be sitting there starting sharing at the screen, waiting for further communication from you, isn't it? So when you just stop the communication, you have to means intimate your friend also. Okay, now chatting on Gmail, that's what we did earlier. So how can you chat on Gmail using instant messaging system? So in this exercise you will learn to chat. So all this together you can do as a single exercise. Open your Gmail and do the hangout instant messaging with your friend if you have any email account with you, or you create a new one and send an email. Type an email in the email here, and you can just chat with that person, but you have to follow all the rules that we have studied, understand? So you have to get the permission from the person first. Now if you would like to chat with a contact, double click. So that's what we did here, isn't it? We already used that facility. So if you want to chat with Hangout, I open Hangout software itself, sorry, application itself, and I just started talking like this. It's the easiest way. Open the window as like this. Okay, otherwise if you want to chat conversations, you can see here. Okay, if we have done any conversation. Okay, so but one more thing, if you have a WhatsApp, you may not use the instant messaging facility, isn't it? You know how much we are means very much uh, familiarized with this WhatsApp system, isn't it? You can also try using other chat services like MSN, Rediff, Sifi, etc. Refer to the respective websites for further instruction to download and using the software. So that's what we learned in using this instant, about the instant messaging services. So I hope you already clear about what is instant messaging. So you have to think about your WhatsApp facility, that's all. That is instant messaging. Okay, they didn't refer anything, any word WhatsApp in this text. Okay, so you have to just think about that, and you have to add somewhere how you do the messaging in your, you have to write your in your own words how we do the instant messaging using WhatsApp, isn't it? That's all. So there are some examples of what are the things you have to learn in this topic. So you have to learn what are the different applications available uh, for doing instant messaging. Okay, so what are the rules to be followed when you do the chat? Okay, so then that's all. These are the things important in this session. Okay, so we may get questions after this. I'm sending you some questions and you have to respond to those questions after going through this chapter. Okay, so today's session, this session is over. Thank you so much.